What up? What up? Here we live. Game 5 of the season. Week 2 and 2. Let's see what we gonna do.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Cover 3.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for
Man, I don't know what was going on with that. He got out the tackle and threw it after I done pushed the button before he got wrapped up. Good thing he didn't get picked off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw, it's Breeze.
Fuck, I hit the wrong button.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
Caught it though.
And a nice
I was trying to throw it in the flat.
Yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good.
13 yards that time and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And again, it's Ingram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Put Ingram in the lineup.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
That's 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games, and I can't kick field goals. Oh, I mean, extra points. Oh my God!
And no signs of being stale.
No,
I just completely missed it. Like, what am I doing? And then I get that perfect.
If you win the game before your
Come
open
on,
week,
man.
you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Let's go, D.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Got some room at the 30, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And I'm trying to big hit when I should just be trying to wrap up.
This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing is Stafford.
There you go, D. There you go, D.
Damn.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
10 yards still left on second down. To throw again. Stafford.
Catch it. Oh, good defense. Let's go.
It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Yeah, that's my fault.
A good pickup
that is
there
my
on
fault.
20 yards.
I was all uncoordinated out there. And then I missed a hit. Knocked the ball loose. Come on, D.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Riddick.
There you go, Farrader. Let's go.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They go back to Riddick.
Let that shit go.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And some room to maneuver.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Down inside the 35-yard line.
Jesus, somebody knocked the shit out of him.
To amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle.
Oh, come on.
Shy of the 25 here at the 26.
No, we are already thin every season.
Looks like we'll get a timeout as
get up, boy. You ain't hurt.
Here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down now after the pass completion. To throw is Breeze. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing
Get
with
that
their
thing back
quickness,
to Ingram.
their speed, and their
Go
route
on and get
running
us back in there,
savvy.
So
Ingram.
after that big
Let's go.
gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to run.
There you go. Let's go.
Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
All right, don't miss
and
the
the
dang
Saints
extra point.
add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one
Bruise
is up
the
and
elbow.
good to
Okay,
extend
he'll
their
be
lead.
back.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go.
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out now come the
You got here
Lions.
hitting early on.
And they had the fumble last
Let's go,
time
D.
that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he will lose yardage on the play.
Who is that? Jarvis Jones? That's what I'm talking about, boy. Yeah.
Yards, and now it's second down.
We out here. Let's go, D.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Third and long, it's Stafford.
Oh, we own
His
it.
hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was
Let's
saying,
go.
how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Oh, come on, blocker. Ah.
Corral him, he fights through. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
shows.
it's a
Who
whole
is that?
lot better view
Hey.
when you're trying to figure out how to
He
fix
show
things
came
there.
through that gap.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now
Good
2nd
play.
down.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down.
Ah, good kick.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, that is Snead. He back. Remember the bruise.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their
Go.
defense maybe on their heels.
They're going to leave him in single coverage over there. Is that Slay? No, Slay on the other side.
first and 10. Here's Breeze. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but
I think
you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That look good. Let's go.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the
I wish
national
Snead
window,
would
we'll
have went
see
for
the
it.
Giants
Yeah, I
travel
threw
out
it
to
to the
Denver
wrong
to take on
person,
the
but
Broncos. And
the
then
ball was
tomorrow
right
night,
there.
it's the Colts and Titans
God.
in the AFC South
Come on,
battle
man. I hate
from
turnovers.
Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
Now Riddick. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I think he's going to run this shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Stafford on 3rd down.
We stopped him.
And he's able to take this one
Yes,
up to
sir.
the 35-yard line.
I should have big hit him anyway.
3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Defense came to play for the 2nd week in a row. Come on, offense. We need to get something going on the ground.
He gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Breeze lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys
come on, Breeze.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Stafford on first down.
Yes, sir.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Breeze hands to Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
There we go. Let's get some on the ground.
To the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight.
Why they got the blue line going way the hell? That's crazy. Watch somebody do something stupid.
On 2nd down, Ingram.
Ah, you got to hold that block.
There, he gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now he's flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets
I tried it. I'm glad he didn't fumble.
For a first down.
Ooh, I'm so glad he didn't fumble.
And it'll get him a new set of downs. Now on first down.
God damn it.
Escaping this time as he'll go down.
I held it for a second too long, waiting on him to break open. I should have just threw it.
Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps it for a loss of 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
All right, Kamara, let's see what you got. Give me at least 8 yards.
Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen down.
Nothing. Come on.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just need field goal range. Nothing more than that.
Need something from deep in the bag.
Hell, I missed the field goal any damn way.
Second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
He fumbled? Oh, my God.
This is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf.
Keep him in the game.
Find a way to take care of it.
Don't worry about it. Just going to keep him in the game.
Maybe someone different at that position.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice idea,
How you
nice
get that open?
there.
Somebody was supposed to be there.
Formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now a first down throw, Stafford.
There you go, Cam.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Tick, 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 tick. I had the ball first, didn't I?
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch the screen.
From the 50, Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That was too easy. Too fucking easy.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Stafford.
There you go.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Turn up the speed. Turn it up. Let's go.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he
will go deep.
This one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
He's made another extra point.
You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll get it up past
you gonna try to score? I'll take it
line.
into the head.
And Detroit getting set
Let's
to
see
go
if you're
now.
gonna try to score.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure,
I'm going to call timeout just to see what happens.
You may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
We passing that thing.
Coming off his pick 6.
My bad.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. first down. Stafford here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver.
That was a nice pass. He loaded it right over the
one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half. Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. On first down at Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
All right, the rookie broke on one like that last game for a touchdown.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So he either got to go to the sidelines or go for the whole thing. What we going to do? Here we go, man. Yeah, I think we're going to go man. Quarter.
To the air again, Stafford.
Yes, sir. Rookie. Rookie. Take it home. Take it home.
Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backup.
The best half of the season. Well, we got 2 defensive touchdowns. Offense didn't put up.
Let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
Keep it up, defense.
We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Can't even line up.
So the offense lining up for... They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Blowing up, blowing up, blowing up.
Second down following the run. Stafford now to throw. And incomplete there. An a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on third down, Stafford.
He's supposed to let that go.
Taken down, but not
Good
before
pass.
he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Good hit. Might be a little too comfortable back there, so we coming. Can't let him get comfortable. Come up, make the tackle.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Good
And
hit.
the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Waiting. Alert. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
Now they'll run on the draw. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
He gonna punt?
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Again has it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
they'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Keep the clock running, man.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Ingram again. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Saints were the best team in the NFL on 3rd down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there.
It certainly does, because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every snap in practice. So not much surprises him on game day.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be
Ain't nobody going to even try to block him in the line, baby. He just running into people.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
My God, I can't kick no more, man. Come on.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They run the counter now on 1st down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. And the Saints pressure
Jarvis.
him. Brought down for a sack. Jarvis Jones leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away.
Good job.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Blowing up, blowing up,
Decent
blowing
chunk
up.
of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ready?
Again, it's Kamara.
Man,
Across the
y'all
30
ain't
to
even
the
blocking. Y'all
31-yard
had it.
line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Time for a break as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Tate, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he gets it inside the 35
man,
and
just
just shy
it.
of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Ready, move.
Stafford. Ebron caught left side.
Damn, he got a touchdown. Come on.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Oh, man. Y'all got to get
His
pressure,
second
man.
touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the
plays good
scoreboard
D.
here. Give them credit
All
for
right.
that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. And he is knocked down from the side near the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes.
Oh,
Get out of
folks.
there.
Just a yard on the
Good
pickup
game.
there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Ready. You
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you